Look at your plate. White rice, mashed potatoes, golden crispy fries. To most, this is comfort. To your body, it's a tactical assault. Doctors call it the white death. The moment that starch hits your tongue, a countdown begins. Your blood sugar doesn't just rise, it spikes. Your pancreas screams for help, struggling to keep up with a modern diet that's effectively a slow-motion poison. You're trapped in a cycle: eat, spike, crash, and pay. Pay for the meds. Pay for the insulin. Pay for the privilege of surviving your own dinner. But nature left us a glitch, a biological loophole hidden in a forgotten root. Imagine a vegetable that roasts like a potato and tastes even sweeter, yet possesses a glycemic index near zero. Carbs without the crash, sweetness without the sugar. This isn't a lab experiment. It's the sunroot. Unlike the common potato, which is a starch bomb, the sunroot stores its energy as inulin. This prebiotic fiber bypasses your upper digestive system entirely. It doesn't flood your blood with glucose. It feeds your gut microbiome and stabilizes your metabolism. It's nature's insulin regulator, masquerading as a humble tuber. For the survivalist, it's even more powerful. It represents the only infinite food loop on the planet. You plant it once, just once. It will feed your children and your grandchildren long after the grocery store shelves go cold. It is indestructible. Drought won't kill it. Pests can't stop it. It's the zombie vegetable, it just keeps coming back. But here is the warning they don't tell you. That same zombie resilience is a double-edged sword. If you throw these into your backyard like a regular crop, you aren't planting a garden Bert inviting an invasion. This plant is relentless. It is aggressive. Without discipline, it will choke out your lawn, crush your foundation, and claim your land as its own. To harness this power, you must follow the protocol of the botanical cage. First, never plant sunroots in open soil. Use buried galvanized steel troughs or heavy-duty containers with sealed bottoms. Second, establish a hard border. A 3-foot dead zone of mowed grass around your containers is mandatory to spot any runners trying to escape. Third, harvest aggressively. Every winter, you must dig up the entire crop. Even a fragment the size of a fingernail left behind is enough to restart the cycle of total domination. Master the cage, and you secure a lifetime of health and absolute food independence. Ignore the rules, and the sunroot won't just feed you, it will own you. Your kitchen is a crime scene. Every single day, you are fueling your body with a ticking time bomb. We call it the potato. I call it the white death. It's a smooth industrial lie that spikes your insulin and leaves your pancreas screaming for help. But buried in the dirt, ignored, ugly, and indestructible, is a biological glitch that the modern food system wants you to forget. They call it the sunroot. Flashback to the dark winter of 1944. Europe was a graveyard. Nazi forces had seized every scrap of wheat and every head of cattle. They confiscated the potatoes to fuel their war machine. They left behind a knobby, twisted root they mocked as pig food. That was their catastrophic mistake. While the invaders ate starch, the resistance ate the sunroot. It didn't rot in the frozen earth. It didn't need a factory. It was a nutritional powerhouse hidden in plain sight, fueling the rebellion when everything else failed. This isn't just a vegetable, it's an infinite food loop. Unlike corn that dies with the first frost, the sunroot is a zombie. It waits. It persists. It's a living pantry that never spoils. So why is it missing from your grocery store? Because industrial vanity won't allow it. It's too knobby for a peeling machine, too resilient for a corporate patent. The industry chose convenience over your survival. They want uniform smooth and sugary. They don't want the indestructible truth. If you're ready to reclaim your health and your autonomy, you must follow the sunroot protocol. First, the prison rule of planting. Never under any circumstances put this in an open garden. It is an invasive monster that will conquer your yard and your neighbor's yard too. Plant it in a botanical cage, use heavy-duty containers or a sunken trough to keep its power contained. Second, the cold trigger. Do not harvest early. Wait for the first hard frost. The freezing temperatures trigger a chemical alchemy, transforming the root's fibers into a natural insulin regulator that tastes like a miracle. Stop eating the smooth lies of the supermarket. Embrace the ugly, knobby truth. The sunroot isn't just a plant. It's a rebellion you can grow in a pot. It's time to feed the resistance. Your pancreas is screaming for help, but you can't hear it over the sound of your dinner plate. Every time you eat a regular potato, you're hitting a detonator. It's the white death, a starch bomb that turns into pure glucose the moment it touches your tongue. Spike, crash, fat storage, repeat. But there is a biological glitch in nature. A forgotten root that modern society rejected for the most embarrassing reason possible. In the 17th century, botanist John Goodyear grew them. He ate them. Then he issued a warning. He called it a filthy, loathsome, stinking wind. He was talking about gas, flatulence. Polite society panicked. We traded our health for a quiet dinner table. We chose sterile processed food that starves our internal ecosystem. We wanted a silent gut, and we got a global metabolic crisis in exchange. Listen closely. That rumbling in your stomach after eating a sunroot that isn't a defect. That is the sound of a biological engine restarting after years of neglect. It's the exhaust fumes of your microbiome coming back from the dead. Here is the science of the diabetic's potato. It contains a molecule called inulin. Don't confuse it with insulin. Inulin is a ghost carbohydrate. Humans lack the enzyme to break it down. It passes through your stomach untouched. Zero sugar spike, zero insulin crash. It's the holy grail of survival food. But the real magic happens in the deep dark of your large intestine. The inulin acts as high-octane fuel for your beneficial bacteria. They feast. They repair your gut lining. They signal your body to reset its insulin sensitivity. The potato breaks your metabolism. The sunroot repairs it. But a warning for the survivalists, this plant is an invasive monster. It is the zombie vegetable. If you plant it, follow the prison rule, give it a cage. It grows 10 feet tall. It's indestructible. Once it's in your soil, it's there forever. An infinite food loop that can feed your family through a collapse but will consume your garden if you turn your back. To master the sunroot protocol, start small. Roast them long and slow to break down the fibers. Don't fear the stinking wind. It's just the sound of your body reclaiming its power from the white death. Choose the invasive truth over the polite lie. Your gut is waiting. The white death is in your pantry. Every potato, every grain of sugar, every processed starch is a ticking time bomb for your pancreas. But nature left us a biological glitch, a forgotten, indestructible root that thrives where everything else dies. They call it the sunroot. Some call it the zombie vegetable. The science is undeniable. The survival value infinite. But before you plant this miracle, you need to understand the beast. It is invasive. It is aggressive. And if you aren't careful, it will turn your backyard into a botanical cage. Here is the protocol. First, the prison rule. Never under any circumstances plant Jerusalem artichokes in an open garden. They spread via underground rhizomes with terrifying speed. If you miss a fragment the size of a fingernail during harvest, it regrows. In 2 seasons, your tomato patch is gone, replaced by a sunroot forest. You must treat this plant like an inmate. Use heavy-duty containers. Use fabric pots. Use an isolated patch of dirt surrounded by thick concrete. This is a quarantine zone. Once it's in the ground, you do nothing. No water, no fertilizer. It thrives on neglect. When the stalks die back after the first frost, the sugar peaks. That is your signal. Dig them up as you need them. Leave a few tubers behind, and the zombie will rise again in the spring. You buy it once, you inherit it forever. Second, the lemon hack. We need to talk about the Fartichoke effect. The gas is caused by inulin, a complex fiber your gut isn't used to. To stop the explosion, you have two options. 1. The acid boil. Add lemon juice or vinegar to your boiling water. The acid hydrolyzes the inulin, making it digestible. 2. The slow roast. This is the gold standard. 300 degrees for 90 minutes. Long exposure to heat transforms the inulin into fructose. The flavor shifts from a bland potato to caramelized nuts or roasted chestnuts, a delicacy disguised as survival rations. Start small. Train your microbiome. Your body needs time to remember what real food feels like. Planting this diabetic potato is more than gardening. It's an insurance policy. It's the knowledge that no matter what happens to the supply chain, you own a calorie source that cannot be killed. You have a medicine chest buried in the dirt. Build your cage. Plant your zombie. Reclaim your health from the industrial trap. If you're ready to invite this monster into your life, hit the like button. The cure is growing right under your feet. Dig deep. Stay wild.